Hi guys, Andrew here, one of the owners and directors from Joint Dynamics. You know, when I was a kid, I'd come home from school or from training, I'd go to our kitchen bench there, I'd sit down and be eating, and my father would walk in and he'd go to our tap, he'd go to the kitchen tap and he'd fill up a glass of water. He'd take that glass of water and he would do exactly this. Oh, that's good stuff, mate. I don't know how they make it so cheap. Probably heard my father say that, love you Dad, probably heard my father say that 1,000 times. So much so though, when I drink some water, there are my father's words passing on the encouragement and his love. It's a great introduction to the book that I'd like to introduce you to. It's all about hydration. The book is by a guy, an Iranian doctor by the name of Batmangdhlidj. You may often hear him referred to as Dr. Batman. So Dr. Batman wrote this book, Your Body's Many Cries for Water. He's authored many books, a lot of them to do with water. And this one in particular is called Your Body's Many Cries for Water. You are not sick, you are thirsty. Within the pages of this informative book, Dr. Batmangdhlidj goes on to say that he believes that we could sort out all our modern ills, or the majority of modern ills, which have their genesis, according to his hypothesis, that have their genesis in chronic dehydration. He believes that if only we drank enough water, and I'll give you guidelines based on Dr. Batmangdhlidj's offerings in the book. So if we only drank enough water with adequate electrolytes, such as a pinch of salt in your water, not so you can taste it, just a pinch of salt in your water to act as an electrolyte, with adequate moderate movement, come to Joint Dynamics and work out, or work out wherever you feel comfortable, as long as you're consistent. And then also a good diet. These are his 4 pillars. But the work is a body of work revolving around water. If we relate that back to salt and electrolytes, he goes on to say that there is what he refers to as 2 oceans of water within the human body. So there is an ocean of water that is outside the cell. And then there is also an ocean of water that is in each of our human cells and is necessary for our cells. For example, the brain is 85% water. Your brain cells rely on water for communication, as previously discussed. So the importance of the pinch of salt, or an electrolyte, is to do with the cell partitioning, taking water from the ocean outside the cell and bringing water to create the ocean inside the cell. For that, we need electrolytes. We need potassium to open up the cell and allow the ocean to come in, and then we need sodium to reopen the cell and allow the ocean to come back out. And that is cellular hydration, which is the important factor behind the body of work of Dr. Batmangdhlidj when we're talking about chronic dehydration. So your question is, Andrew, how much water does Dr. Batman suggest we should take? So I'll give you an example of me. I'm a 170 pound male. I know it's the imperial system, but and then I'll convert it for you, but that's what he used in the book. So I'm 170 pounds. So Dr. Batmangdhlidj's guidelines for adequate hydration is take half your weight in pounds. So half of 170, 85 pounds. Let's convert that to metric, because those damn imperial users. So 32 ounces of water is 1 litre. So half my body weight, 170, 85 is 85 ounces of water. 32 ounces makes 1 litre. 1 litre. It's not quite 3 litres, 96 ounces is 3 litres. It's not quite 3 litres. Someone my size, 170 pounds, needs 3 litres of water with a pinch of salt. You can't taste it. 3 with a pinch of salt per day. Then you're saying, hang on a minute, Andrew, you look like a pretty active guy, and I am, because it's my industry and it's my job and my passion actually to move. What if you do exercise? Well, yes, I have to add more water into my day. Your next question, well, what if I love coffee and fizzy drinks? Well, to that point, I'm saying, hey, you need to remove those excessively from your diet, because they don't count as hydration. So if you are someone that is experiencing headaches, brain fog, why don't you try hydration? The greatest thing is it's cheap, and if it doesn't work, you've lost nothing, because it's water. There's no side effects to excessive water with adequate electrolytes. There's none today. So why don't we try it? So if you work out your body weight in pounds, half that, and that means that's how many ounces of water. If you're a metric person like me, I'm Australian, we're a metric people. It's divided by 10, it's so much easier. 32 ounces of water is 1 litre. If you're 128 pounds, that means that half of that is 64, half of that is 32. That's 2 litres of water that you need per day. If you exercise, you need more. If you drink fizzy drink, don't drink it too much. They taste good, but they're not really good for you. Then add more water. If you drink coffee, there's some benefits to coffee, especially if you're adequately rested. Okay, cool, but you need to drink more water. So that would be some guidelines from Dr. Feridoon Batmangdhlidj that really revolve around you feeling better, moving better, and just it's a way to be proactive with your aging and proactive with your health. So we get a longer lifespan, and within that lifespan we get an increased health span. Hope that helps. It's a great book. You can see I've tagged it and I make notes because it's difficult for me to remember everything without reading them many times. But it's a great book. Check it out. Or if you want to cut to the chase and come in and talk to us, that's part of what we do here at Joint Dynamics. Consider us a knowledge bank as well as a place to come feel pain. Come and rely on us for some information because this is our industry, this is our passion. The guys that work here really love what they do and the girls that come here really love what they do. So we can digest this information and share it with you. See you soon.